Content creation in Nigeria is now a total joke. 99% of Nigerian creators no longer have content. Even comedians, they no longer have comedy. What they are all waiting for is for VDM to go and discover one aspect of the society. Once VDM discover that there's a problem here and it needs to be tackled for the betterment of everyone, all of them will just zoom in there. All of a sudden, they have content for the next 3 weeks. VDM is this, VDM is that. Why did he wear yellow shirt when he was going? Why did he wear black shirt? Why is it this? Why did he plait his hair? Why did it? There's no problem. Everybody should leave it the way it is. This, that. The guy will just go to another place. All of them will flock there. They don't have content again. Even bloggers don't know waiting to blog again. VDM woke up one day and went to China to deal with Ross. He now found out that the price of products is significantly cheaper. If it is slightly cheaper, we can accept that. But significantly cheaper, something must be wrong. The guy never even dropped the first video finish. Boom, all the content creators. Before I continue, if you want to know who is tracking you on TikTok and secretly watching your videos, click this arrow, hold it. The second person there, click on it, you will see. Just click and hold that arrow. And if you're seeing a plus sign here, click on it so that TikTok will keep showing you more of my videos. VDM discover power bank and that he can import it. He discovered electric bike. All of a sudden, all of them have started shouting electric bike, electric bike, electric bike. iPhone, everybody want to sell iPhone. He discovered Changanka. Oh, everybody want to sell Changanka. All of them. Some of them even travel to China. Can you believe that? Some travel to China to go and look for Chang'an bike and Ross and what. You know, get your own idea. It's only when VDM come up with idea. The next thing is Nigerian Association of Chang'an bike, whatever, went to meet Ross. All of una there, they crazy. You people don't know who Ross is before, right? Until VDM discover Ross, all of a sudden Ross is now your president there. Una be mad. If you say that the price of product is not being inflated by the people importing it, that is now some customs or importation duty or importation fees that is a problem. Why don't you guys join him and you people will try and drill down, find out why the importation fee is too high? Some people are saying 40% of the product. If you import a car of 100 million, to clear it is almost another 40 million. That's what some people are saying. I don't know. But think about it. Why don't you guys join and say, okay, let's write a letter to President. Does President Tinubu know about this? What of the minister that is in charge? What of customs? Can we use your influence to approach these people and see whether they can tackle it down, bring it down, even if it's 20%, 10%, so that more people can import it, and in that way, the cost of the products will be down in Nigeria. No, attack from everywhere. Even people will never do importation for their life. They just to spite VDM. They want it to stay exactly the way it is. The prices are okay. They say, you don't know anything about importation. It should be the way it is. Maybe it's just the expensive for Nigeria. People, they crazy. I'm telling you. Do you know that when they were doing slavery, true life story, people don't tell this story, but I'm going to tell you, right? West Africans, we didn't know what slavery was until Europeans brought it to us. We didn't have a need for slavery in West Africa because we have fertile lands, we have enough land, we have enough water. The only thing we have, like, sometimes tribal skirmishes, but there's enough land. You understand? So we didn't need slavery. The people that needed slaves were people that needed people that work in their plantation so that they can bring out food to eat and feed their communities. In Africa, anywhere your house is, you have farmlands around. You don't need anybody to slave you for that. Until Europeans came about 400 years ago, they discovered that West Africans are strong. They started buying slaves from coastal communities. Do you know it was these communities that were going around enslaving their own fellow tribes? Finally, the slaves that they were packing, you understand, started revolting in Europe and the Americas. They started revolting. So when they revolt, they're not even trying to defeat the slave master. They are trying to burn the whole plantation. which is a huge economic hit. If they burn all the food, all the water, everything in the plantation, it will be hard for the slave master to go to Africa and get number one new slaves because they have to buy all the ones that revolted. They will go and ship new slaves and start shipping new resources. So at some point, it became untenable for them to continue that system of slavery. So they said, okay, we're stopping, no more slavery, no more slavery. They came to West Africa and said, okay, Mona, stop selling on our brothers, no more slavery. Do you know that West African communities now went to war against the Europeans to continue it? Alarm, no reach your side. Some, not all, right? Some decided to arm themselves and go. That now that time they don't say war day. What are they fighting for? So that they will keep selling their brothers. Nobody's saying you should not make profit in your business. Nobody's saying you should not make a handsome profit to sustain your business. VDM went to Edo State because there was this accident with Fina's sister. All of a sudden, all the bloggers, now that time they don't say Edo State they exist. At that time, they don't say those days they exist. All the things that have been happening, they will not say anything until VDM went there. Hey, he should not have gone there. Why did he go with one leg instead of two legs? Why did he put head up? Why did he put head down? The Baba just withdraw. Now the case don't die. Not be the case die like this. Did they do anything? He even used his money to fix the road. And they said that the next day, I don't know if you guys saw the video, the next day, that thing he fixed on the road prevented an accident. There was, there was a trailer that fell and could have gone into the other track, oncoming vehicles. But that thing prevented hell that none of these bloggers did any tangible thing except that thing that VDM did that day. Most bloggers are just waiting for VDM to do something so that they will say that no, he shouldn't change it. He should be like that. Don't change it. One of them was asking how many boreholes has he built. You that is asking how many you don't build. You where they ask how many boreholes, how many you don't build. Go and build one. Maybe we not say they do something. Criticism should be constructive. Now that VDM is not talking about China again, he's enjoying himself in wherever he is. Everybody know, bloggers don't know what to post again now. Nothing to post again. I saw one blog saying that they're not going to post about Ross again. They're not. Nobody know anything to post again until he'll come back now and do one thing and say, okay, this particular thing is wrong. Boom, all of them will have content. See, Nigerian bloggers are the biggest fans of VDM. All those vloggers and whatever, they are the biggest fans. Content creators, you think they are criticizing him, they're just trying to get views. Some of them started selling phones. VDM said that his phone is 200 and is it 230,000 iPhone XR. They say, why should he sell it 230,000? He doesn't know the importation cost. He doesn't. But some people in Nigeria already have that phone and they are selling it for that price. Instead of everybody to put in head together and say, why is it that when they import something to be more expensive? How do we solve that? Where is it? What is jacking up the price? How can we make importation easier for the common man? Because if it's easy for me to easily import a car in Nigeria, I wouldn't need to buy directly. Is there anything government can come and do to make it the process smooth, simple and smooth, the way Chinese government made it easy for them? You understand? Many people don't understand some of these foreigners. So you get one of my guy, they listen. The guy, I think he was living in Uganda, right? Nigerian living in Uganda. So he wanted to import something. He now paid one Chinese guy about $3,000 or so. As he paid the guy refused to send the product. He was like, Baba, send me my product now or send me my money. The guy said, no, that an African has scammed him before. So this is his way of getting back his money. Yeah. What do you want to do now? Would you now travel to China to arrest him or And I'm not saying Chinese people are bad. I'm just saying that some people sometimes you don't know when you run into a bad person. And that person happens to be maybe Nigerian or Chinese. The Chinese man ran into a bad African that scammed his money. And now another African is trying to genuinely do business with him. He is down the bad guy. He now sees the money. They're even trying to spin it to be a tribal conflict. One was even saying that VDM is now against Igbos. He's trying to spoil Igbo business. Is it Igbos that control the ports for importation? Is it Igbos that control the price of goods and services in Nigeria? You understand? This is a government regulation.